Hi everybody, this is Kathy. Welcome back. On May 13, 2026, I called the Beckley Police Department and asked if Eric Carroll was still under an investigation. And I'm going to play that call that I made. Now on September 15, 2025, Eric Carroll and Patrick Rourke were both named as suspects. Clear as day, they were named as suspects in the fraud investigation in the Whitaker case. Now, since then, Patrick has been arrested. We've not seen anything released from the police that Eric has been cleared. And as a matter of fact, after Patrick got arrested, the article says that the investigation remains open, and it didn't say anything about Eric being cleared. Now, if you remember, back in September, Eric's friend Jeff Morgan here on the right made 2 different videos telling everybody that it's a big mistake and Eric is not a suspect. And that was a flat-out lie, because even Eric admits he was a suspect up until a month ago. Not only that, but we all saw it. The police told us he's a suspect. But Eric now is claiming that he's not under investigation anymore, although we haven't heard anything official. Now, most of us aren't going to believe a word Eric says at this point, so I don't know what to think. So I called the police myself and asked. Okay, let's see what they say.
State Police, Beckley Police.
Hi, I have just a quick question about that Whitaker investigation. I saw that one got arrested. Is Eric Carroll still being investigated, or has he been cleared?
Okay, ma'am, I can't release any information to the public.
Well, they released the thing about the investigation, and I haven't seen anything since then, so...
Well, if it was a press release from the state police, that's all the information they're releasing at this time.
Oh, so we don't even know if it's still being investigated?
Like I said, whatever was in that press release is all the information that's out there for the public right now.
Okay, can I ask, are they going to ever will they give an update at some point?
Why do you want to know? How are you involved in the situation?
Well, last fall I left a message with some information, and I'm curious. It's online, and
You'll just have to wait for any kind of a press release that comes out. That's how they release information to the public.
Okay, I just didn't want to get misinformation online.
Just keep an eye on the website. If there's anything new, they'll update it, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye. Wow.
Okay, so that was the call. And as you can see, she's not saying that Eric is not under investigation. She's not saying either way. And then that was on May 13th, almost 2 weeks ago, and Toddy Oneskip called today. Basically got the same answer. Can't really tell you. And that's interesting because I've seen usually when somebody's named a suspect in the paper or in the media, normally they tell people that they're no longer a suspect, but we haven't heard either way. So, you can believe Eric. I don't know who you want to believe. But Eric is telling everybody that he's no longer a suspect. He's no longer investigation. And he's going to sue anybody who says that he is. And that's interesting because, as you heard, they're not telling us. Which is just weird. But anyway, it's just odd, right? So, anyway, not only does Eric say that he's been cleared, but now he wants justice against the system in Raleigh County, West Virginia. So I don't know. You can believe Eric. I don't believe him. I will never believe anything he says. But The police aren't speaking. So anyway, that's about it. That was the phone call. I'm going to put a link to Tottie's phone call. She also called today. And today being May 27th, which is almost 2 weeks after I called. So we're getting the same answer. They're not saying either way if Eric has been cleared or not. Thanks for listening. Peace.